Yo, what's that word, man? We're back with another one, man. Today, we're gonna be making all our jewelries items. Want to automate the process of, creating all the jewelry items that you need from your city, and all the shit that you need to put them in the store. I want to eliminate that grunt work that you do when you know, several owners who have attempted to do this know what I'm talking about. So without talking too much, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Right. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch to my other screen, and then I'm gonna show you how the photos are gonna be before you start, and what it's gonna look like when you finish. How it is. So, like right here, you're gonna see in this data folder, I have a couple of things that are gonna get created for you. In here, you can look over here. You can see that this stuff is empty, right? This is where we're going to create all the mappings for your jewelry, right? It's going to scan all your clothing, and it's going to check and see what all the components are, and it's going to map all of those to the items and stuff that's going to create for you. In here, it's going to create something here, and this is what you're going to copy. What it creates here is what you're going to copy and put in the store that is going to come with this script. It's very easy. It just puts it, you take that and you just paste it into the store config, and you're done. Just like that, you will have your jewelry in the store. It's going to also populate all the aux items for every single jewelry in your so watches, bracelets, chains, glasses. It's going to populate all of that for aux items and QB items if you're using QB. So we're gonna get into that right now, and let's see how that works. All right, so this is my folder and it's empty. There's nothing in it. So let's do that. All right, so we're back in game. What we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna run the command. Setup jewelry. And just like that, it's running and it's scanning the server, and it's doing everything. So I'm just gonna give it a sec. Now, mind you, this is not one of those things where you have to wait all day. I'm not cutting the video, I'm not stopping this, we're doing this live. You're gonna see how fast it does this. We're not sitting over here for 30 minutes or 1 hour waiting for it to scan through our whole clothing. Doesn't matter if you have 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 or even 10,000 pieces of clothing. The way that I wrote the code and the way that it traverses these items is super fast. You're not going to sit up waiting all day. And I'll show you what I mean. We're gonna switch back in game right now. We're gonna switch back to the VPS. All right, so now let's look at the mapping. You can see right now, every single, this is so right, you can see watches. Every single watch, every single chain, every single glasses, bracelets, all of that, every single thing has been mapped out into this file for me. And then we're gonna look at what it's going to create for us. So see, right now it created a store for me with the society, the job, the grade, and the codes. You can change the codes here to exactly where you want it to be at, and all the items, or every single item that it created, it's put that with the amount of stock. You can also there's an automated way for you to change the default stock amount, and that can be done in the config. I'll show you that in a sec. So all of this is done for you in a blink of an eye. right? I did not, there was no time lapse in this video. I didn't stop. Everything you're seeing right now is real time. It put everything in the right category. You can see that: chains, glasses, all the stock, the gender, male or female. Every single thing is ready to go to be put in the store. And this is every single jewelry that I have in the city. And then for the aux items, it gives you every single thing you need to just grab and paste in aux items. Simple as that. You don't have to, you're not doing, and this is dynamic, so it doesn't matter what kind of clothing pack you have in your server. It's going to just scan everything and give you exactly what you need. Takes all of that out of the takes all of the heavy lifting away, from you. So in terms of the config, you can go into the config and you can set. So when you look over here, you can definitely in the config gives you a way to set the overall. So see how this price is 2,500 and the stock is 100. That's because in the config I set 2,500 as the price and 100 as the stock. So in your situation in the config, you can put 250,000 or whatever price that you want to be the default price for jewelry and the default price for stock, and then you can now go in and change the ones that you want to make more expensive if you want. But this takes care of 98% of what you need in less than 5 minutes, right? It's pretty good, right? All right, so now that I have all of this set up, let's go back in game. All right, so we're back in game. I set up a quick store right here and I put two chains in it. So now I'm just gonna buy one and I'm gonna test it out. So I'm just gonna buy one for cash. As you can see, I got the jewelry right there in my inventory. So now I included a whitelisting system. So now if I put on the jewelry, as you can see, I got the jewelry on me. And now I can take it off. It's gone. Now I can put it back on. Now if somebody robs it from my chain, from my inventory, as you can see, it's gone. It just says I lost my chain. You feel me? So now somebody got the chain, and just like that, we got everything. We have this feature right here where if somebody's going through your categories, right? Let's say in this, like chains right now, as you can see, all the chains are whitelisted. So they gotta go through, your store to buy these chains. Whatever you put in there. See, so now at any time you can change the ones that you don't want to be whitelisted in the config. It's up to you, but automatically it does everything for you. And then you can go in there and say, okay, I don't want this, and you just comment them out and go to the jewelry store and put the exact ones that you care about. Before, to do this type of thing would take you forever. And now I also addressed the big issue that comes with this stuff, right? Which is what happens when you add new clothing, a new clothing pack or a new deal, or you change builds, right? And you add more clothing. What happens is usually it would shift in slots. So if you had chain 58 mapped, it would move to like maybe chain 60 and shit like that. When somebody puts it on, it puts on a different chain. You don't have to worry about that with this script because I'm just not using the components and the textures under the hood. I'm using a whole different system. So if I have If I bought this chain right now and I add a whole new clothing pack in here, if I come here and use this chain, it would still put this same chain on me. So that is the technology here, meaning this is built to scale with you. You can add as many clothing packs as you want, and if at any point in time you run into some sort of unforeseen issue, something is not quite working right, you can reset everything by running setup jewelry again, and it would do that. But what you would normally do is when you add a new clothing pack, you would run this command, update jewelry. That's what you need to run, update jewelry. When you do that, it would make sure that this mapping for the chains of people who already have these items in their inventory doesn't shift. So whenever they use the chain, they still get the same item that they need, that they bought. So that's what we're doing here with this script, and that's what we're doing differently from everybody else. So this is it, and if you have any problems or issues or questions, as always, you can create a ticket on the Discord, and I'm gonna get with you. Anybody that shops with me or knows how I do, I don't play with support. If you got problems, just come to the Discord. I'll take care of everybody, all right? Until next time, peace. Big 8.